Your bones are getting weaker every day. Do this before it's too late. Your bones are getting weaker every day. Do this before it's too late. Did you know that by the time you hit your 30s, your bones are already starting to lose density silently, invisibly, and often without any warning signs until it's too late? What's even more alarming is that most people don't realize it until they suffer a fracture or develop chronic joint pain. In fact, the World Health Organization estimates that osteoporosis causes more than 8.9 million fractures annually. That's one fracture every 3 seconds. And yet, bone loss doesn't just strike older people. Today, even young adults are reporting early signs of weakened bones due to poor diets, sedentary lifestyles, stress, and environmental toxins. This isn't just about bones snapping. It's about losing your independence, living with chronic pain, or dealing with complications like spinal deformities or mobility issues. The real problem? You often don't feel anything until the damage is done. So, before your bones get any weaker, let's talk about what you can do naturally and effectively starting today. We're talking about 7 powerful home remedies, foods, exercises, and simple daily habits that protect, strengthen, and even rebuild bone density. These aren't just folk remedies passed down from grandma. Each one is backed by scientific evidence and targets specific mechanisms of bone health. We'll look at how certain leaves can regulate calcium, which vitamins help activate bone-building hormones, and which exercises trigger your body's natural bone-strengthening response. Think of this as your natural toolkit against osteoporosis, fractures, and age-related bone decline, because prevention always beats treatment. Let's start with a powerhouse you probably walk past every day, Moringa leaf. You've probably seen Moringa growing wild on the side of the road or heard your grandma talk about its magic. But this humble green leaf is far more powerful than it looks. When it comes to protecting your bones, Moringa might just be one of nature's best-kept secrets. It's loaded with calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, and even plant-based protein. All essential building blocks your bones need to stay strong, dense, and flexible as you age. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Moringa is also rich in 2 potent plant compounds, quercetin and kaempferol. These aren't just fancy names. They're powerful antioxidants that help fight inflammation and oxidative stress in your body. Why does that matter for your bones? Because chronic inflammation and free radical damage quietly wear down your bone structure over time. Think of it like rust on metal. It weakens the whole foundation. Quercetin, in particular, has been shown to suppress the activity of osteoclasts, the cells responsible for breaking down bone. So, while many nutrients focus on building bone, quercetin helps stop the breakdown. That's a double win. In fact, a study done on animal models showed that Moringa extract improved bone mineral density by directly regulating how the body processes calcium and slowing down the natural rate of bone loss. It's like giving your bones a protective shield from the inside out. Now, how do you actually use it? Easy. You can steep Moringa leaves in hot water for a soothing tea, add the powder to your smoothies, or sprinkle a bit over salads and soups. Just 1 to 2 teaspoons of the powder a day is enough to get those benefits rolling. It's earthy, slightly spicy, and blends well with other flavors. One little note, though pregnant women should use caution. Moringa in high amounts can potentially affect uterine contractions, so always check with your doctor first. Next up is vitamin D, which isn't just a sunshine vitamin. It's a bone commander. Do you know that without vitamin D, all that calcium you're trying to get from dairy, leafy greens, or supplements might just be going to waste? That's right. You could be gulping down glasses of milk or popping calcium tablets daily. But if your vitamin D levels are low, your body can't absorb that calcium effectively. Think of vitamin D as the key that unlocks the door for calcium to enter your bones. Without the key, the calcium just lingers in your bloodstream or gets flushed out. But vitamin D doesn't stop there. It also plays a huge role in regulating parathyroid hormone, PTH, which controls the balance between breaking down old bone and building new bone. If your vitamin D is low, PTH levels rise, and that can lead to more bone being broken down than built up. Definitely not what you want if you're trying to prevent weak or brittle bones. Here's the jaw dropper. A massive meta-analysis found that people with healthy vitamin D levels had a 33% lower risk of fractures. That's huge, especially when we're talking about protecting your hips, spine, and wrists, the areas most vulnerable to breaks as we age. Now, how do you actually get enough? The best source is free and available to almost everyone. Sunlight. Just 10 to 20 minutes of sunlight on your face, arms, or legs a few times a week, depending on your skin tone and where you live, can help your body produce enough vitamin D. But if you spend a lot of time indoors, live in a place with long winters, or always wear sunscreen, you might not be making enough. In that case, it's smart to look at food or supplements. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are excellent sources, as are fortified foods like milk, orange juice, and even some cereals. Most adults need about 600 to 800 IU daily, but if you're at risk for deficiency, your doctor might recommend more. It's a simple habit, but getting your vitamin D in check can make a huge difference for your bones today and years down the road. Let's talk weight-bearing exercise, and no, we don't mean hours in the gym. When it comes to building stronger bones, you don't need to hit the gym for hours or lift heavy weights like a bodybuilder. Simple, consistent movement can do wonders. Activities like brisk walking, stair climbing, dancing, or even doing bodyweight squats in your living room can be incredibly powerful tools for keeping your bones strong. Why? Because every time you put stress or load on your bones, your body responds. It sends signals to specialized cells called osteoblasts, which are your bone builders. They jump into action and begin reinforcing the bone in the areas experiencing the most pressure. This amazing process is called mechanotransduction, your body's way of translating movement into stronger, denser bone. What's even more interesting is how fast these benefits kick in. Research shows that even 10 minutes of impact-based exercises like jumping, hopping, or skipping can help boost bone density in key areas like the hips and spine. This is especially important for postmenopausal women, who are at greater risk of bone thinning due to hormonal changes. And don't worry if jumping isn't your thing. Low-impact options like using resistance bands or doing light dumbbell workouts offer similar benefits by gently stressing the muscles and bones. The trick isn't about doing high-intensity workouts. It's about staying consistent. Aiming for at least 30 minutes of weight-bearing activity, 4 to 5 times a week, is a great goal. That could be a long walk after dinner, climbing the stairs instead of taking the elevator, or doing a quick at-home leg workout while watching your favorite show. Remember, bones love regular attention. The more you move, the more you give your skeleton the message to stay strong. And it's not just about preventing fractures. It's about preserving your independence, balance, and confidence as you age. Movement truly is medicine, especially for your bones. One of the most overlooked remedies is prunes. Ever wonder if something as simple as a dried fruit could actually strengthen your bones? Believe it or not, prunes, yes. Those wrinkly little bites are one of the most underrated bone protectors out there. They're packed with essential nutrients like boron, potassium, vitamin K, and powerful polyphenol that work together to support bone structure and prevent breakdown. But what really sets prunes apart from other fruits is their ability to slow down bone resorption. The process where your body breaks down bone tissue faster than it can rebuild it. In a fascinating 12-month clinical study, women who ate just 5 to 6 prunes a day experienced a noticeable improvement in bone mineral density, especially in the forearm and lower spine areas often prone to fractures in aging adults. That's not a coincidence. One of the key players here is boron, a trace mineral that helps your body hold on to calcium and magnesium instead of flushing them out through urine. These minerals are vital to maintaining strong, healthy bones, and prunes make sure you don't lose them too quickly. Prunes are also rich in vitamin K, which helps shuttle calcium into your bones where it belongs. Meanwhile, the polyphenol, those powerful plant compounds, work behind the scenes to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which can speed up bone loss over time. Now, how do you add them to your day without getting bored? Toss them into your morning oats, blend them into smoothies for natural sweetness, or just snack on a few during the afternoon slump. They're sweet, chewy, and surprisingly satisfying. But like anything, moderation is key. Too many prunes can lead to digestive issues. So aim for about 4 to 6 per day for the best balance between bone benefits and belly comfort. Now let's switch gears and talk sesame seeds. Who would have thought that something as small as a sesame seed could be so powerful for your bones? These tiny seeds might look simple, but when it comes to bone nutrition, they're absolute powerhouses. Sesame seeds are naturally rich in calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc, a mineral dream team for building and maintaining strong bones. Each one plays a unique role. Calcium forms the foundation. Magnesium helps with bone crystal structure. Phosphorus supports bone formation. And zinc is essential for bone tissue renewal and collagen synthesis. But the magic doesn't stop there. Sesame seeds contain a unique compound called sesamin, a type of lignin that's been shown to lower markers of inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. That's big news for your bones because chronic inflammation can trigger the breakdown of bone tissue, while oxidative stress can weaken the bone matrix over time. By calming these damaging processes, sesame acts almost like a protective shield for your skeletal system. In fact, sesame seeds have been used in traditional medicine for centuries to ease joint pain and stiffness. And now, modern science is backing that up. Studies have found that people with osteoarthritis or early signs of osteoporosis saw improvements in bone density and joint mobility after incorporating sesame into their diets regularly. It's a great example of how food can be both functional and healing. So, how can you make sesame seeds part of your daily routine? It's easier than you think. Sprinkle them on top of salads, roasted vegetables, or even rice dishes for a little crunch and a lot of nutrition. You can also use tahini, a smooth sesame paste, as a dip, spread, or salad dressing base. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day is enough to support your bones without overdoing it. Another natural booster is nettles. Yes, the same stinging nettles that grow wild. If you've ever brushed up against a stinging nettle while hiking, you probably didn't think, wow, what a bone booster. But don't be too quick to judge this plant by its sting. Once dried or cooked, nettle completely loses its prickly nature and transforms into one of the most mineral-rich herbs you can add to your diet, especially if you're looking to strengthen your bones naturally. Nettle is loaded with calcium, magnesium, silicon, and vitamin C, making it a well-rounded nutritional ally for your skeletal system. While calcium gets most of the spotlight for bone health, it's actually the combination of these nutrients that makes nettle so effective. Vitamin C, for instance, plays a critical role in collagen synthesis, and collagen isn't just about skin. It forms the flexible framework inside your bones, giving them resilience and reducing brittleness. Meanwhile, silicon, a lesser-known mineral, is essential for forming the connective matrix in bones and improving the flexibility of your joints. Without enough silicon, bones can become more prone to fractures and stiffness. In the world of herbal medicine, nettle has long been used for joint and bone support, and modern research is starting to confirm what traditional healers already knew. Phytotherapy studies have shown that nettle extract can improve bone metabolism and even reduce inflammatory markers in individuals with arthritis. That's key because inflammation, especially chronic low-grade inflammation, can slowly erode bone tissue over time. One of the easiest ways to enjoy nettle is as a tea. Steep a tablespoon of dried nettle leaves in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes, and you've got a warm, mineral-rich drink that gently supports your bones. You can also toss dried nettle into soups, stews, or even blend it into green smoothies if you want a more nutrient-dense boost. Let's not forget vitamin K2, the unsung hero of bone health. Did you know that not all vitamin Ks are created equal? While vitamin K1 is great for helping your blood clot properly, it's vitamin K2 that really shines when it comes to your bones and even your heart. Here's the deal. K2 plays a crucial role in making sure calcium goes where it's needed, your bones, and stays out of places where it's not, like your arteries. This is a game changer because too much calcium in the wrong places can lead to arterial stiffness, while your bones are left starved and weak. What makes K2 so effective is its ability to activate a special protein called osteocalcin. Think of osteocalcin as a delivery truck. Picks up calcium and delivers it right into your bone matrix, helping to strengthen and rebuild the structure. Without enough K2, that calcium delivery system gets jammed. Instead of heading to your bones, calcium might end up hardening in your blood vessels, which is a risk factor for heart disease. The benefits of K2 have been especially noted in postmenopausal women, a group that's highly vulnerable to bone loss due to lower estrogen levels. Studies have shown that supplementing with vitamin K2 can significantly reduce bone loss in the spine and femur, two common fracture sites in aging adults. It's not just about prevention. It's about actively strengthening your skeletal system. Now, where can you get this powerhouse vitamin? The best natural source is natto, a traditional Japanese dish made from fermented soybeans. It might not win any popularity contest for flavor, but just 1 tablespoon a day delivers a potent dose of K2. If natto isn't your thing, hard cheeses like Gouda and Edam are excellent alternatives, as well as egg yolks and fermented dairy products. The best part? K2 works even better when combined with vitamin D and healthy fats, which help improve its absorption and bone-targeting effects. It's a simple yet powerful addition to your diet that can make a real difference in both bone strength and heart health. 2 birds, 1 vitamin. Finally, let's talk collagen. Ever thought about what gives your bones their strength and flexibility? It's not just calcium, it's collagen. In fact, about 30% of your bone's total weight is made up of collagen, a structural protein that acts like the scaffolding that holds everything together. Think of it as the shock absorber within your bones. While calcium gives bones their hardness, it's collagen that provides the resilience to withstand daily stress, pressure, and impact. Without enough collagen, bones can become stiff, brittle, and more prone to fractures, even if your bone density appears normal. Here's where it gets really interesting. Supplementing with hydrolyzed collagen peptides has been shown to boost bone health in a way that's both measurable and meaningful. In a 12-month study, women who consumed a daily collagen supplement experienced a notable increase in bone mineral density, especially in the spine. Compared to the placebo group, their bones didn't just hold their own, they actually got stronger. The science behind this is fascinating. When you consume collagen, your body breaks it down into peptides and amino acids, which then signal your cells, specifically osteoblasts, the cells that build bone, to kick into gear. It's like giving your body a gentle nudge to reinforce its own structural system. Collagen also helps with calcium retention. That means the calcium you're taking in through food or supplements is more likely to stay where it should, within your bones, rather than getting excreted or floating around and used. It's a kind of biological teamwork that's often overlooked, but incredibly powerful. Adding collagen to your routine is super simple. A scoop about 10 grams a day of unflavored hydrolyzed collagen powder can easily dissolve into your morning coffee, smoothie, or even a bowl of oatmeal. It's tasteless, blends easily, and becomes part of your day without you even noticing, except maybe when your bones start thanking you years down the road. So who can benefit from all this? Honestly, everyone. Teenagers building peak bone mass, adults trying to maintain it, and older individuals are looking to slow down age-related bone loss. But especially women after menopause, people with autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, those on steroids or thyroid meds, and anyone with a family history of osteoporosis should pay close attention. At the end of the day, your bones are your foundation, literally. They carry you, protect your organs, and store essential minerals. Losing bone mass isn't just an aging issue. It's a quality of life issue. And the best time to act is now, not when you've already lost ground. Try adding just one of these remedies this week. Make it part of your routine. See how you feel. Let us know what works for you. Because when it comes to bone health, small, consistent changes are more powerful than waiting for a wake-up call.